All right, today we're diving into something really cool I found on GitHub. It's a full-blown AI-powered crypto trading system. But get this, it's not just some theoretical project somebody cooked up. This thing was built for a very specific and very high-stakes reason.
And there you have it. This system was designed from the ground up to compete in something called the Weeks AI Wars. So we're talking about a high-stakes automated trading hackathon. That context is everything, because it means this system was forged in the fires of competition. It was built to perform under pressure.
So what was the game plan here? Well, it's pretty simple, actually. To win. The mission was to unleash a whole collection of new AI models, let them loose on the crypto markets, and execute profitable trades on WEX futures, all while playing by the demanding rules of the competition.
And this is where the strategy gets really smart. The secret weapon isn't one single giant AI brain. Nope. Instead, the whole architecture is built around a team of 5 specialized models, and each one has its own very specific job. Think of it less like a lone genius and more like a whole high-performance trading firm packed into one system.
This analogy just makes it all click, doesn't it? It's like you have an AI that acts as the team's economist, looking at the big picture and predicting things like funding rates. Then you've got your high-frequency analyst, glued to the order book, making split-second calls. You've even got a strategist deciding when to zig and when to zag, and, this is the best part, a compliance officer that explains every single decision. So let's actually break down who's on this AI dream team. First, the funding rate predictor. Its job is to sniff out and collect those little fees that futures traders pay each other. Then, there's the order book CNN, which is just staring at all the buy and sell orders trying to predict where the price will be in the next 15 to 60 seconds. You've also got the regime adaptive model. It's kind of like the manager, figuring out if the market is trending up or just bouncing around. And that LLM explainer? It acts as the compliance officer, generating logs in plain English for every single trade, which was a huge deal for the hackathon rules.
But out of all of these, I think there's one that's a real game changer, the Momentum Cascade model. Its sole job is to spot these lead-lag effects. You know how sometimes Bitcoin makes a huge move, and then a little while later, a bunch of altcoins follow? This AI is designed to see that initial push from Bitcoin and basically predict that the energy is about to cascade into other specific altcoins, allowing the system to get in just before the wave hits. So cool.
Of course, you can have the smartest AI team in the world, but without good data, they're completely flying blind. They need fuel for the fire, right? And for this entire system, that fuel comes from one main source, the CoinGecko API. It's not just some add-on, it's woven into the very fabric of the entire engine.
And here's how that data actually flows through the system. First, it does market discovery to find the right assets to even watch. Then it gets into feature engineering, calculating things like volatility from historical data. That data is then used to train the regime model and to help spot those momentum cascades we just talked about. And for the final piece of the puzzle, it uses a WebSocket stream for live, real-time decision-making.
So this entire data-driven process, from start to finish, hinges on this one critical component. And honestly, the project's own documentation says it all. They literally state that without the CoinGecko API, the system just would not function. The dependency is absolute. You can't get much clearer than that.
Okay, so we've met the AI team, and we know where they get their intel. So now let's pop the hood, see how all these pieces are wired together, and, maybe more importantly for some of you, how you would actually get this thing up and running. The architecture is broken down into these really clean, logical layers. You've got the data clients pulling in information, you've got the AI model library, which is home to our 5 brains. Then there's the intelligence engine, which is like the central command center. It takes input from all the AIs and makes the final call. And it's all managed through a backend with a pretty simple dashboard on the front so you can monitor what the bot's up to.
And this part is absolutely crucial. The system has 2 modes. By default, it's in paper trading mode, which is fantastic because it lets you run the whole system with simulated money. It's completely safe for testing, so you can see how the AIs perform without any financial risk. Then, when you're ready, a simple switch to live trading connects it to your real exchange credentials, and it starts executing real trades with real capital.
And don't forget, this was built for that hackathon, so it has real-world constraints baked right in. You're talking a minimum of 10 trades, a maximum leverage of 20x, and that all-important rule that every single AI-driven decision has to be automatically logged and explained for the judges. No black boxes allowed.
Okay, so let's zoom out for a second. Beyond just being a really cool hackathon project, what does this system tell us about the future of automated trading? What's the bigger picture?
The big takeaway here is the shift away from a single do-it-all AI to a collaborative team of specialists. This mirrors a much broader trend in AI development called multi-agent systems. The future might not be about building one giant all-knowing AI, but rather a committee of smaller, hyper-focused AIs working together. Each one is a master of its narrow domain, and their collective intelligence is way more powerful than any one of them alone.
And that leaves us with a really powerful question to think about. Is this multi-agent, team-based approach, where a diverse committee of AIs handles different market conditions and tasks, is that the definitive blueprint for the next generation of automated trading? Maybe even for all of finance? It's a pretty provocative thought. Thanks for diving into this with me.